In 2050, the advance of robots was stopped. Humanity had to organize a series of tactical operations to disable the enemy's key power plants. The threat of a new offensive persisted. The warring states were planning major operations to liberate the territories. The rear countries, unaffected by the robot attacks, wove their own intrigues. The world has plunged into instability. The Chinese troops deployed all their forces, but were unable to contain the robots in the cities. The robots captured Beijing, but then suddenly stopped moving inland. Despite the signing of a bilateral military support agreement between Russia and China, Moscow refused to help Beijing. Russia referred to internal problems with artificial intelligence. Saudi Arabia, despite the economic downturn due to low oil prices, has found new sources of financing thanks to the support of the United States. The United States, Saudi Arabia, and Oman have launched a joint military operation. Saudi Arabia and Oman have launched a large-scale offensive, moving beyond the gray zone. The United States has begun landing on the territory of the former UAE. The offensive of the Allied forces has been stopped. The Saudi army, with the support of the United States, reached the state border with the UAE and liberated Qatar. US naval forces landed in the north of the UAE and reached the city of Dubai and gained a foothold on the outskirts of the city. According to the military, the offensive was successful for the people. The robots have not yet settled into the sandy terrain, which made it possible to bypass them and destroy them in the environment. After 15 days of fighting, the group of troops lost its offensive potential and decided to consolidate its current positions until new instructions were received. The surviving citizens located in Qatar and the UAE are being evacuated. They will be interrogated soon to find out what trials they had to go through. Qatar will temporarily come under the control of Saudi Arabia. As soon as the fighting in the region ends, the country will gain independence. The liberated territories of the United Arab Emirates came under the control of the United States. There are only military bases on these lands, without diplomatic missions, advisors, or civilians. The victory in the UAE has changed the global situation. Many people decided that the threat to humanity had passed, but did not realize that it was only a temporary respite.
Mayor, President, our troops on the border with China and Europe are ready. What are your further instructions?
Defense Minister, keep your troops ready. If the front in Europe falls, launch an invasion of the Baltic states and the NATO countries. Take advantage of the fleet and attack the Turkish Empire with naval bombers and ships flying the Bulgarian flag. This will create a new enemy for Europe.
Won't this provoke Turkey to aggression against us? The Turkish government, of course, has its own difficulties, but they can take advantage of the situation and declare war on us in order to avenge Transcaucasia, which we won 8 years ago.
If you are concerned about the situation in Transcaucasia, I suggest that we send our forces there, but proceed cautiously so that no one, including our allies, finds out about this.
On June 15th, Russian warships and naval aircraft attacked Istanbul and coastal cities. Turkey demanded an immediate explanation from Bulgaria. However, neighboring Balkan countries have accused Turkey of fomenting the conflict. As a result, relations between the two countries were suspended. Due to the incident with Turkey, Russia demanded that the Transcaucasian countries close their land, sea and air borders. The XTO imposes sanctions against Turkey. The Taliban started a conflict on the border with Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan managed to stop the advance of a large Taliban group, pushing them back. Further escalation has stopped. On June 25th, robots suddenly attacked in many areas, catching Europe by surprise. The troops were immediately put on full alert to stop the offensive. All means were used, including long-range missiles. The invasion of robots has put Italy at risk. Robots have approached the outskirts of Rome. Residents of Eastern Europe and Italy are leaving their countries en masse, going to Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. In this regard, a state of emergency is being introduced in some regions. Cities are becoming like fortresses. The Russian army invaded the Baltic states and Poland on July 10th. This event was the most unexpected for the whole world in recent years. Major countries have condemned Russia for the attack and violation of the military alliance aimed at combating robots. Isolated Russia has not responded to these condemnations. Russia's allies did not respond to its aggression because of the puppet regimes. Governments, taking advantage of the media and limited internet access, hid information about the invasion. Instead, they said that Europe had attacked Russia. The United States is trying to help Europe, but it cannot. The country is in ruins. Robots have occupied the East Coast and are moving west. A large-scale civil war has begun.